Check 1, 2.
Tell these rappers I'm outside, get them start acting up. Turning hoes to housewives and cleaning the ratchet up. Do it off from boom back to melody rap. Think I'll put you in the box, then you might as well pack it up. Bars having bars, no cap, I'm Attica, you a precinct. How y'all competing when y'all just decent? Your rhyme efficiency's like logic simplicity. Don't tell me how much that you black, cause I don't see it. That's it. Welcome to Reset.
Fuck the ball! Fuck everybody on the ball! When we see you in the finals, bring that same energy, nigga!
Live and direct, once again on your YouTube screen. It is your favorite Knicks and Ish panel. And y'all already know the vibe. I am the one and only Parlay Lord, aka Fresh Taz, here in the building. And of course, I'm always joined by the First Lady of Knicks and Ish, Mrs. Knicks in the building. And before I get into this live, before I get into anything with this live, I need everybody who pull up in the comments to please wish Mrs. Knicks a happy birthday today. It is her birthday. So everybody, please wish Mrs. Knicks a happy birthday in the comments. Please and thank you. Sis, happy birthday. I know I told you already, but happy birthday, sis. And what a good 2 birthday presents you got from the Knicks yesterday.
And that's a fact. And that is a fact.
But before we get into that, as you know, let me highlight some of our people up here in the comments first. JJ Jackson, a Knicks fan, has entered the chat. What's really good, my guy JT? My guy Mabule in the building. He know what I mean when I say Mabule. That's just an inside joke with me. You already know, JJ, what it is. Wilton Oliver, we see you in the building. Shout out to you for the pull up. And yes, thank you for wishing Mrs. Knicks a happy birthday. Much appreciated. You know what I mean? Talking about tonight's game. Cardiac Knicks at it again, sis.
Bro, I'm way too old for this.
But I will say we did come away with a 149-148 overtime win for another back-to-back wins this year. Sis, give me your thoughts on tonight's game.
I mean, tonight's game was tough. It was a good game. Let me start with that. It was a good game. Again, like we said a couple of episodes ago, back-to-back games are tough, right? Second game is always tough. The 2 teams we played are decent teams, right? They're rival teams. So, you know it's going to be tough. It was a game we should have won in the 4th. It shouldn't have even went to overtime. But again, you take it as a character development, right? Doing what it takes to win, whatever it takes to win. And so I'm not even mad. You know what I mean? Like after the type of game we played yesterday, what we saw in the 4th was to be expected, to be honest. We knew they wouldn't go away easily, and they didn't. And not even that they played good enough to beat us. We made too many errors to win down the stretch. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it is what it is. Again, I take the learning curve with a W any day. And, my stat of the day, as always, 28 assists, is going to bring you a W. It's going to bring you a W.
That's a fact.
They did that.
Sis usually says 25 or more. So this is right up the alley, 28, which is, perfect win total. If I may, sis, let me take over for a few seconds here. First of all, everybody press like for your favorite panel. Sharing is always caring. If you're new here, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure your notification bell is set to all so you get all notifications when we go live.
What up, Darlene? We see you, sis.
Sis in the building. Hold up. Let me get sis up here on the screen. Sis, shout out to you for pulling up as always. You already know what it is. We ain't even got to tell you too much. Appreciate you, Terrell, for the shout out for sis.
Hey, Rel, that's my brother-in-law.
I believe it. I believe it. Well, but I just wanted to touch on a couple of things real fast on this game. Listen, y'all. Listen, y'all. I'm gonna need all the cat haters out there to
Put some
understand
respect on
this.
that name.
This man is here, and he is not playing around. 44 points tonight for Cat. 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 7 of 10 from 3. Wonderful stat line. 14 to 25 from the field. He was over 50% from the field, over 50% from 3, over 50% free throws tonight, 9 of 11 free throws tonight. Um, it's a testament
Hold
to
on. You forgot
when.
something. Back-to-back 40-point games.
Oh, thank you. I was just about to say, hold on, give me 2 seconds here.
Back-to-back 40-point games.
Making sure I could be heard. You can hear me,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, cool. All right, cool. I just want to make sure my audio is right. So, as Sis just said, this is a back-to-back 40-point game stint for Cat. And when Cat is relentless at attacking the basket, as is all our players, let's just be honest, right? When the Knicks attack the basket, the Knicks win ball games. Period. You saw from the outset that Cat was determined to drive to the basket. He's not looking for his three primarily anymore, which is a wonderful thing to see. The three ball is more coming in the flow of Cat's game, and Cat is dominating the paint
Facts.
area when he drives. So for all you people who said Cat was soft, said Cat wasn't this, Cat wasn't that, Cat wasn't this, I'm gonna need y'all to put some respect on Bodega Cat's name
Facts.
because he is having a career year in a New York Knicks uniform. Enough said about Cat.
Period.
On to my next person, Josh Hart. Last game, the night before, 30, 10, and 5. Tonight, 18, 10, and 6 with a steal and a block. It is, I can't say enough about Josh Hart and what he does for this team. I can't because you see it night in and night out. He's doing the things necessary. Wherever we lack, Josh Hart just picks up the slack, period. He's not
Facts.
pointing fingers. We not out here, oh, you didn't do this. No, let's get out there and let's do what we need to do to win this game. Hold on, Mike.
Hold on 1 second. I apologize.
Y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah.
All right, just making sure because I had a call come in and it usually knocks the audio
Yeah.
out. So I apologize
Uh-huh.
for that. Oh, Josh Hart, yeah. Josh Hart, I can't speak enough about what he does. This guy is like a 10 rebound machine every game now. I'm just gonna start taking Josh Hart for 10 rebounds and 6 assists every game because he seems to clip it every game now. You know? Here, I'm gonna give you a name that we normally don't talk about scoring this much in a high clip. Precious Achua.
Facts.
26 points tonight in the starting role. My man played 42 minutes, 12 of 16 from the field. He missed the only three-pointer he took, but he hit 2 or 3 from the line. He had 26 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 2 block shots tonight, which is it shows you that this is the reason why we re-signed Precious, right? Precious is capable of playing like Cat on a high level. Not exactly like Cat, and I don't mean Cat's game. I mean playing a similar style to what Cat plays because Precious is a guy who cuts. He gets a lot of baskets over cutting to the basket. He gets a lot of open looks. Like you saw in the game tonight, he had a lot of open looks underneath where guys weren't checking him. So he had a
Yep.
lot of easy layups, easy dunks. Even has some contested shots that he made too, which is good to
Yeah.
see because it's good to see the fact that Precious can come in and score at a high clip. What if we need him to score at a high clip in certain games? You see,
Facts.
he's capable. You know what
He
I
pulled
mean?
that. He pulled that. He pulled that I heart floater today. I'm like, okay, that's what I'm
Yeah, I
talking
know.
about. That's what I'm
I was like,
talking about.
ooh. I said, ooh, wait a minute. He put the floater on?
No,
I
he
was like,
was
all
he
right.
was super aggressive today. It was great to
Yeah,
see. It was great
yeah.
to see, especially with Capella out. You want to attack, and to be honest, the Knicks' downfall in the second half was not continuing to go to Cat because he would have
Yeah,
kept eating.
yeah. I agree. You know, we kind of strayed off in the second half from what was working in the first half because we had like what a double digit lead going in. No, I think it was like an 8 point lead going into
It
halftime.
was an
I'm
eight
sorry.
point lead, but we
It was
let them
eight.
come
Yeah.
back in the
Yeah. Because we
second
had,
quarter because we were up by 18.
yeah, we were up by almost 20. They made a
Mhm.
10-0 run at the end of the quarter. They cut it to eight at the half. And then the third quarter and fourth quarter became a bit of a struggle. But I'm saying this to segue into the next person I'm going to talk about, which is the captain himself, Jalen Brunson. Because if you knew from the night before, he only played 22 minutes the night before. So you knew. And if y'all know, like I know, we all know JB has the best rebound games in the NBA.
Facts.
All right. And he did it again tonight 36 points, 8 assists, 3 rebounds on 13 of 21 shooting, 3 of 7 from three, 7 of 10 from the line. This I knew was going to be JB's game to come out and go off. Just from the night before, foul trouble, only scored 8 points in 22 minutes. We all know JB bounces back well
Facts.
after a bad game. All right. I can't say no more about our captain. He took over when we needed him to, especially in the OT.
Facts.
In the last 3 minutes of OT, Brunson had a few key buckets to keep Atlanta at bay, including the game-winning bucket.
Yeah. I think the only
And
downfall to his game today, to be honest, was he didn't secure the basketball with his dribble
yeah,
down the
yeah,
stretch. But I also think that could have been fixed with someone else bringing up the basketball because they were putting
yeah,
so much pressure on him, especially down the stretch, right? And I think that's where Tibbs needs to start figuring it out because teams are tending to think you stop JB, you stop the Knicks.
mm-hmm,
And that's not the case. We have too many options. He's not the only one that can handle the ball, right? Josh could bring the ball up. Even Mikal could bring the ball up. You need to really mind fuck the other team in a sense, right? Because they're
yep,
not going to expect these other guys to play point guard down the stretch when y'all think y'all going double and triple um, JB. So,
exactly.
or if you don't want to go that route and you want him to bring up the ball, you need to bring that big body. Cat needs to put his body in between the defender and JB and make it a much easier because that Dyson kid had way too many steals on JB bringing up the ball.
Yeah, Dyson
And
Daniels
because
you're
of
talking about.
and because of the ball pressure, end up being a lot of stupid passes that shouldn't have happened. Um, so I think those are little tweaks that we need to do to make games like tonight a lot easier for us.
I agree. Another thing from this game, they out rebounded us this game. I mean,
Oh hell yeah.
we they especially on the offensive glass, they had one possession with like six different chances before they
Yep.
went to the
In the
line.
first quarter, yep.
Yeah, it was like, yo, are we gonna rebound the ball? I'm like, yo,
Facts.
who's gonna rebound the ball? They had six
Facts.
chances on one possession before they got two free throws. I was like, man, we gotta contain, you
Facts.
know?
And we see y'all in the chat, and I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not behind my computer. I'm not home, as y'all can see. But we see y'all in the chat. Marlon, Almighty Finesse. What up, y'all?
Oh, of course,
Manny
you already know.
Smooth.
Oh, my bad. Hold on, my bad. Y'all gotta forgive me. This is my first night I'm hosting, so y'all gotta forgive me a little bit. I'll take the blame. Don't blame sis, blame me. I apologize. Marley Marl, what up? What up, Marley Marl? What's popping, my guy? You already know, man. Game was frustrating. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Almighty Finesse in the building. I see you. I see you. Don't think
But
I don't see y'all.
hold on with his comment, because here's my. I don't think he got to go. I think it has to do with again knowing your opponent, right?
Hmm.
Because why is he not getting touches, and you got Trey Young defending him? Like
Yeah.
that's a coaching thing. And that's a point guard thing, to be honest. And I get it. JB goes off, right? And so he's going to eat. And I get that. But as a point guard, your job is to get your teammates involved. And as a coach, it's your job to call those plays. You got Trey Young on McCall. McCall needs to be midi McCall and eat him alive all
Yes.
game.
Yes.
Because Trey Young cannot. First of all, Trey Young don't play defense. Period. He definitely ain't going. He definitely not going to be able to defend McCall in the mid range.
Hmm.
That's a Knicks error. That's not a McCall issue.
Well, let's think about it. If we go back to the last game we played the Hawks, Mikal got a lot more touches in that game too.
Yeah, he did.
He had a lot of touches and he scored it. He scored a fair amount too. I think he scored like over 15 that game. I think he scored over 15 that game. I may be wrong, but I know he had double digits in that last game against the Hawks because he was cooking Trey Young for a bit in that last
And
game.
you got to think about it. There's going to be plenty of games that we think guys should be contributing more. But when you have JB dropping 30 and Cat dropping 40 and a third person dropping almost 30, somebody's points is going to diminish. The Knicks
Exactly.
not about to score 200 points a game.
Shit, we getting damn near close.
I'm just saying,
159,
like,
like
right. I'm just saying, like,
149.
every game, somebody's points is going to not be what they should be because someone else ate. And
Yeah,
and that's cool because we have so much offensive threats.
facts. Also, I want to talk about one more person, and I'm gonna land the plane real quick. I know I've been a bit long-winded. I
No, you
apologize.
good.
Campaign, my God, you are you are a detriment to this team. You are needed here, campaign. You heard? Campaign, the way you came in and you took control of the game in the third and the fourth quarter, Cam. This is why we brought you in here. All right. You was
Facts.
doing your thing tonight, bro. I gotta give it to you,
Facts.
campaign. That 10 points off the bench was clutch, bro. We needed that because it came
Facts.
in the fourth quarter at a time where Atlanta was making a run to try and win the game before overtime. And campaign came in and he had a little bit of a mini run on his own. I think he
Facts.
scored like 7 points when he came in, 7 to 8 points when he came in that fourth quarter, something like that. Something to that tune. All right. But hold on, I gotta shout a couple more people out. Jimmy J1 in the building. What up,
What up,
cuz? You already
cuz?
know. Salute to my Knicks big brother right there, Jimmy J1, as
Facts.
always. King S in the building. You already know, my guy, what it is. Yeah, I mean, and I told you, we was gonna get this one too, my guy. You know it. All right. Oh, it's a new name I haven't seen. Oh, this
That's my
is this is for
nephew.
you. All right, Jaden. He got his auntie. That's what's up. Appreciate you on the check-in, Jaden. Definitely. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I ain't really got too much else to add on after that. I can land the plane right there. If it's something else you want to touch on, let's touch on it real quick. Oh,
I
there is
mean,
something I want to touch on. My
uh-huh.
bad. Hold on. One more thing. I apologize. I apologize. We took for us to win this game, and we lost the battle in fast break points, lost the rebounding battle, lost the points in the paint battle, and we still won this game. Again, like Sis said earlier, these wins build character because it shows you that everything ain't going right and the Knicks still can find ways to win when everything ain't going right. That's the whole point of having a team like this constructed around Brunson. So that if something happens where anything can happen in the basketball game, the Knicks still have pieces and find ways to win these games. This is
Facts.
going to be important, especially for the playoffs. Know what I
Facts.
mean?
Facts.
Um, I know we haven't been here for a couple of lives, so I just wanted to go. I just wanted to go back one game and touch a little bit on the game before. On the Indiana game, real quick, if we don't mind. As y'all know, Sis was in attendance in that Indiana game, and I know them Indiana fans were tired of her by the end of the game because she was letting them have it. You feel me? She was letting them
Man.
have it in Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Let me tell you. All right. And I forgot what the score was of that game. I know we won that game like 120
by a lot.
something, 128 to 115, right? So as Sis alluded to, Cat had a 40-point game in that game, right? But I want to talk about Josh Hart's performance in this game because Josh Hart had 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists in this game against the Pacers. And when I say that the Knicks was putting on and attacking the basket because Miles Turner was not in the middle protecting the rim, the Knicks understood the assignment this game. Again, Cat's aggressive streak is something we need to pay attention to as we move forward in the rest of the season. If Cat continues to play this aggressive, he's going to set the tone for us moving forward to where teams is now, you're going to have to defend us, try and defend us on every facet of the game, inside and outside now. You can't just sit back no more on the Knicks. You got to play defense. And that's what the Knicks need to get into more of. Make guys defend. That's the key for us, right? When we make guys defend, we win games. We win majority of our games as well. You know?
Nope. And that's a fact. And I mean, I appreciate him being aggressive like that because since he's injured his fingers, his 3-point shot isn't as fluid as it's been or as we know it to be. And so the only way to contribute in a positive way is to get into the paint, right?
Yeah.
Bro, not many teams got somebody in that paint that's going to stop him. And Indiana ain't have it. And even if Miles Turner was in the game, he was going to cook him in the paint. Yep. Miles Turner like being out behind that 3-point line. He ain't going.
Yes, he does.
He would have cooked him. And that was me. I was screaming all night. They got no one for you, Cat. No one for you. Give him the business. Like, and that's what he did. But I was screaming so loud, if y'all can hear my voice halfway gone. Right. I was screaming.
Just got the raspy right now.
I was giving it to them. They booed Josh, and I get it. He did flop on that. I ain't gonna hold you. That was a flop. They booed him so bad. He started scoring. I'm like, yeah, give him a reason to boo you some more, Josh. Give him a reason to boo you some more, because I like this Josh. Josh looked mad yesterday. He was aggressive as hell. And he did what it takes to win. Bro, this team is so talented. You just cut to the basket. You get an easy points. And that's all he did last night. That's all he did last night. Cut to the basket. Cat caught him a few times. JB caught him a few times. McCall caught him a few. He was eating. Yeah. Again, because they don't have nobody to defend that paint.
Yeah. And that's what we got to take advantage of every game. We got to keep on pushing. The keys to Knicks victories are this: tempo. We play tempo based on the gameplay, not based on how we want to come out. Because a lot of these last couple of games, we've actually been running more than we normally run. Our pace has been a bit higher.
Absolutely.
And our scoring has been a bit higher, as you noticed, because our pace is better. All right. Now, I've said this before and I'll say it again. The Knicks can run and play with any NBA team right now. We can play with everybody. All right. There's no team that we can't keep up with in terms of the way we play our game. We can keep up with any team in this league. All right. The only thing is we have to continually execute consistently. That's what's going to make us a bigger threat moving forward, is if we get more consistent. All right.
That's a fact.
Cat had 40 and 12 in Indiana. All right. I'm just going to say it. They had no answer for that man. Bodega Cat was on one. He knew what time it was. He said, oh, nah. He said, let me get that. Let me get that. It's time for me to eat, bro. Let me get that.
And big shout out to the bench last night. The bench put in work.
Yes.
Work. I'm not going to hold you. I'm sitting there at the game and JB gets foul number 5 and my heart dropped to my toes. Because I was like, oh, man, we in trouble.
Word. It was the third quarter, too. He hit his 5th foul in the third
early in the third quarter.
Super early. Like 9 minutes to go. With 9 minutes to go, he had his 5th foul.
I said, we in trouble. I'm sitting there, Frank sitting next to me, looking at me, and I'm like, I'm bracing myself, right? Because I've been talking shit all game. So I'm
Yeah.
bracing myself for these fans. And
Yeah.
Campaign and Deuce came in, and it was like, we ain't miss a step. And that's the
Yeah.
good thing. We have, again, so much talent that on different nights, different guys can go off. And I don't care because I see Knicks Twitter and Knicks fans don't like Campaign. He is the perfect vet for this team. He is
Facts.
the perfect vet for this team because he's not like a normal vet. He comes in with so much energy. And it's games where he give you more energy than JB give you.
Facts.
And
And
his shot, like he can get into the paint if need be. His shot is water when he's shooting it.
hmm
Last night, Deuce was on one. Deuce was. I don't think he missed a shot last night.
let me see. I think Deuce. What, Indiana?
Uh-huh.
Deuce was 4 of 7. He did not miss a 3-pointer.
He didn't miss a
He
three-pointer.
he did
Exactly.
not miss a 3-pointer last night.
Even
And
Sherman had a decent game yesterday.
oh yeah.
Super
Yo, listen.
aggressive, cutting to the basket.
And let me speak on Shaman real quick because this is what I was waiting for from Shaman because we all know if you watch Shaman play on other teams, Shaman is a good 3-point shooter. He's a great overall guard. He slashes to the basket. He's more of a scorer than he is a defender, but he still gives you decent defense. And the way Shaman has started to fit in more off his bench role is only going to get better for us because when we got 9, 10 guys that can play on that caliber of a level, the Knicks is a hard team to beat, y'all. We are a very hard
Hmm.
team to beat when we got guys playing like that. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And Shaman was 5 for 9 as well. And it's showing me that these guys are looking at attacking the basket first, then thinking about the 3-pointer. And that's the key to the Knicks game right now. We got to
Hmm.
establish inside first,
Hmm.
then shoot threes in the flow of the offense. And another thing I want to say about these last 2 games, so let me land the plane real quick. The ball movement has been crazy these last few games. That ball movement has been crazy. They are moving the ball around. They are not keeping the ball stagnant too much. It's just we let it get away a little bit tonight in the Hawks game. We got a
Hmm.
little bit. We got away from that a bit. You know what
Hmm.
I mean? But as long as the Knicks continue to play consistent, we win in these type of games. Michael Brown, shout out to you for pulling up, man. That's why I left the
Facts.
comment up there. You know what I mean? I ain't forget about you, Brody.
Facts. I
Let
think
me
someone
see.
asked, is Deuce, Michael Brown asked, is
Right
Deuce
here.
okay? Yep. So he
Yes,
did
Deuce is
get
fine.
hurt. No, he got hurt. I forgot what they reported. Something I think was abs or something. But to be honest, I think he was questionable for today's game anyway. Um, but I think they weren't trying to take a chance with All-Star game coming up. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like just give them the rest of the rest, and it is what it is. I mean, at this point, they got what, 2 weeks to get right before we start
Yeah.
making a run.
And this was the last game before the All Star break, right?
Right.
Okay, so we're at All Star break now, guys. Just to let y'all know,
Hmm.
I'm just saying. I do want to add one thing about Josh Hart that I didn't talk about real quick. That I don't think you guys know, right? Here, let me look at the screen because y'all need to hear this, right? Let me give y'all a stat on Josh Hart that I don't think many of y'all know right now. Right now, Josh Hart is averaging 14 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. There are only 3 guys other than Josh Hart in the NBA that average those numbers. You want to know who they are? Let me tell you. Nikola Jokic from the Nuggets, Domantas Sabonis from the Kings, and who's the other guy? Don't tell me. Giannis Antetokounmpo. So guess what, people? When y'all talking crazy about Josh Hart like that, you know what Josh Hart's saying? I'm averaging the same amount as Giannis, Joker, and what you call it. I have an average similar to them. I just don't play as many minutes as them. Listen, all you people who underestimate Josh Hart, y'all need to chill. 'Cause this guy is official, and
Heart of New York, literally,
he's putting up
literally.
he's putting up numbers compared to the elite stars of the league right now. That says something about Josh Hart's gameplay, right? So let's put that in retrospect. Y'all gotta understand the significance of Josh Hart on this team. Them numbers right there tell you that. That means he has the same significance as Joker does on the Nuggets, as Giannis does on the Bucks, and as Sabonis does on the Kings. That's what that means. So put some respect on Josh Hart's name.
I mean, he literally is the heart of the Knicks. I mean, he's our engine.
Fast.
We we
Super
we
fast.
we play at his pace, to be honest. You know what I mean? Because in transition, it's his pace. You know,
Yep.
in the half court, we play in JB's pace. In transition, we playing at Josh's pace. I mean,
Facts.
I wouldn't trade him for anything, any player in this world, to be honest. He is, for what we paid him, he's worth it and more and more.
Remember, he left over 10 million on the table. Let's be real. People
Facts.
forget that. He could have got 80 plus million. He took 70.
Facts.
All right. So that tell you everybody was worried about Mikal Bridges getting his money coming up at the end of the season. Because
Facts.
that's the next person who needs to be re-signed is Mikal Bridges, and it's coming up. So y'all
And
see what go ahead.
y'all, people tend to forget our guys are playing hurt. Cat needs surgery on his hand.
Hmm.
They mentioned Josh might need surgery on his knee.
Yeah.
And they could have easily just said, fuck it, I'm gonna go have surgery right now. Fuck this season. And both of them have opted to continue to play out this season and have surgery in the off season. That
Hmm.
says a lot about the character of these guys. And I think Josh in yesterday's post game said something to the effect of like he doesn't want to let the team down. Like he wants to play and continue to play through whatever pain he feels for the team and for Thibodeau. Like that's huge
Yeah.
because any other player on any other team would have just been like, shit, let me have this surgery. Is my career on the line? You know what I
Hmm.
mean? If I continue to play injured and get hurt worse. So I think, I mean, man, I just don't ever remember a Knicks team like this. Like it's crazy. It's
And also to that Josh Hart thing, you see, our players don't want the free bag. All right. This is not Brooklyn. Our players don't want the free bag. Our players want to play because
facts.
they understand the significance of playing and being there for the team. Because let's just be honest, the Knicks is definitely going to be a playoff team this year. Let's just be honest, y'all. The Knicks is a playoff
Facts.
team. You know what I mean? We're a
And
playoff team.
and
All
Jim
right.
and Jimmy J won, and that's a fact. If you
And
got
that's why I
something to
left it
say
up
about
there.
Hart, bro, pack up your Knicks shit and go somewhere else because you ain't a Knicks fan.
And let me get that Knicks fan pass while you at it, because we all know I take Knicks fan passes, period. All right. So, like the comments say, you got something bad to say about my guy Jay Hart? Let me get your Knicks fan pass ASAP.
Facts.
Because it's no you. So what? He doesn't have the best game every game, but this guy he leaves it all on the floor every single night he plays. That's all you can ask for from a guy is to leave it all on the floor every night.
Right.
That's all you can ask
Hmm.
from your players. You know what I mean? Don't forget y'all press like for your favorite panel. Sharing as always, Karen. You know what I mean? Please don't forget that. Um, sis, you got anything you want to talk about?
Mm, I mean, I'm hoarse as hell. My throat hurts. Um, uh, no, I mean, I will say this just as a fan and talking fan stuff. If y'all ever have a chance to go to a different arena outside of the garden, take the opportunity to go. It is so much fun going to other arenas and repping the team. You get to see so many other Knicks fans, and I don't know. I guess for me, especially being a female fan, like I'm at arenas acting crazy, especially like last night, and seeing other fans look at you like, yo, she's crazy. and and going at it with Pacer fans trying to talk slick, like, oh, but y'all can't do this in the playoffs and blah blah blah, and y'all can't beat us healthy. Like, I gotta come back for all of y'all, but nah, it's definitely a great experience. Of course, watching games at the Garden is amazing because it's the Garden. But going to away games, if y'all ever have the opportunity, absolutely go.
Listen, I'll be the first to tell you because I've been to a Knicks game in Philly before a couple years ago.
I've been to
Listen,
Philly.
listen, I brought the ratchet just in case, but it was a vibe out there. I ain't gonna front. I had a good time. Got to see a Knicks win. You know what I mean? Didn't get into
Facts.
no altercations. You know what I'm saying? So
But
listen,
I
man,
mean, the
and
hate, the hate that they have for us in Indy is like
it's
for
always
real.
yeah, it is
Like,
for
it's
real.
for real. Like, even before we got to the game, we went to the mall and we had on our Knicks stuff, and we walk into Champs. They was talking, like the staff was there talking. We walk in, yo, it was silence. Like, and you could tell they started like talking about us. And
Hmm.
I'm like, y'all gotta whisper, like, we about to beat y'all. Like,
Right.
we, it's like truly hate. And I think we had went into Foot Locker, and the guy was like, man, y'all got a couple more hours before the game. Y'all don't need to be wearing this right now. No, we gonna wear it all day. We gonna wear it
Word.
all day. You gonna hate
Word.
us all day.
Facts.
Macau
Yeah,
missed that baseline jumper in OT.
yeah,
He
I
gotta
want
make
this.
that.
This is one of the things I forgot about. Yeah, I mean, I was hoping Mikal hit this jumper because this would have gave us a little bit more of a margin at the end of OT because it was like back and forth. They kept cutting it
Mhm,
to one. We kept going up by three in that last 2 minutes of overtime. You know
mhm.
what I'm saying? So it would have been nice for Mikal to hit that jumper because that would have gave us a 5 point lead. That would have been
Yep,
a two possession game, and they would have had to switch up their strategy to where they
yep.
couldn't go for a 2 point on the next possession. They would have had to gone for a three because it was so late in the
Mhm.
game. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I agree. Knicks 2025 definitely. If Mikal hit that jumper, that was a ball game, bro. I agree,
But then you gotta
definitely.
think about it. You giving him that shot, and he's only had 5 or 6 touches all game. You know what I'm
Yeah, that's
saying?
true.
Like, you
Very true.
can't hold that on him when you haven't gotten him involved in the game all day. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, it's it's a touchy situation. If you've ever played basketball at any level, you're not just gonna come out unless you one of them shooters that just could just come off the bench and just drop one. But
Yeah.
if you not getting touches and you're expected to make that shot now, you also have to think about it. A fully healthy Knicks team. Mitch is in that game at that point, and that's a putback dunk. Easy. Easy
Mm-hmm.
putback dunk. Actually, the game would have never got to overtime with Mitch there because they wouldn't have been able to out rebound us. Mitch would have been all over that, right?
Yes.
And
He definitely would have.
and even still, even with the fuck ups that we did tonight to put us in a position to go to overtime, and I know we hate to talk about the refs, but
Yes.
that rebound was an over the back rebound when they gave the ball back to Atlanta. That and then they hit a three because of that call. That was a over the back. That should have been Knicks basketball.
Facts.
And there's been a lot of questionable calls, and again, I don't understand it because it never seems to even itself out when you go back and look at how they call certain things. But it
Hmm.
is what it is. We came out with a win. I ain't mad. But if we would have took a loss because of a call like that, I'd have been pissed.
Yeah, I agree. The refs all year have been inconsistent with calling what's incidental contact and what marginal contact is. It's like we don't have a clear cut definition as we watching the games. Even the refs don't know because a lot of the calls was just marginal contact and they calling fouls just off of marginal contact. And it's like, no, marginal contact is more for your no calls.
Right.
All right. Incidental contact is where your calls come from most of the time. Not saying that marginal contact won't result in a foul call. But what I'm saying is incidental contact will get you a foul called on you more than marginal contact will. I think we all can agree on that. You know what I'm saying? But
But
the refs and a lot of the commentators that say, and I'll let you speak in a second since I ain't want
mhm.
to cut you off. A lot of the commentators even mention that fact. Mike Breen has mentioned it on multiple occasions. The refs don't know what marginal and incidental contact is, and they're having tough times differentiating between the two.
And I just don't understand because to me, as a basketball player, where they say like, oh, uh, he hit his hand after the shot went off, or
Yeah.
to me, that's still a foul.
Yeah.
That's still a foul. We still in play. You know what I mean? Like, so you could beat me up just because the ball was on the tips of my fingers going up
Yeah.
already. To me, that's still a foul.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess because it makes it puts it at their discretion. That's why I don't like it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's like, okay, I don't like the Knicks, so I ain't gonna call all these calls that should be fouls. But something like that over the back where he clearly pushed Cat,
Yeah.
he was on his back, but they called the play out of bounds on Cat. Like, come on, man, that was a foul. That was a foul, and I'm not gonna hold you. Cat been getting beat up all season.
Facts.
Cat been getting
Especially
beat
the
up
last
all season.
especially the last 5 games. Each. Yo.
Man,
Look how many non-calls that Cat should have had in the last 5 games.
exactly,
Like really, like
exactly.
20. Like 20 calls. Like I'll be real, like 20 times I counted fouls that should have been called on the
Facts,
other team. Like it's
facts.
crazy. But yeah, Michael Brown, yeah, I did not see Allen tell Brunson that
Because we
this
were
is our
setting
best
up the
record.
show.
Yeah, we were setting up. But this so far, this season we do have the best record in the past 28 years that we've had. Even better than last year's pace, like I said.
Yeah,
So again, I'm not worried, y'all. I'm not worried. I told y'all just
facts.
need to lock in with y'all team, stay 10 toes down. Listen, we're at the All-Star break, y'all. Our longest losing streak is 3 games. Y'all need to be happy about that.
Facts.
Where
Facts.
where you know the Knicks have had 8 game losing streaks in recent years and all that. Now we're putting together strings of wins. This is what we have changed over our culture to more of winning basketball culture. I can
Hmm.
say that more than any time now than I could 2 years ago. You
Hmm.
understand? I can say that now, right?
And just to piggyback on that comment, if y'all haven't gotten a chance to watch the Roommates podcast, which is Jalen and Josh's podcast,
Josh.
they just had Mike Breen on their podcast, and he went to that same type of thing where he had even if you didn't watch the podcast, I'm sure you've seen like the clip on Instagram. I think I posted it on our page as well. Where he was like, do they understand what they've done for the team? Like, do they really understand like how they changed the culture and how Mike Breen was praying basically for a team like the team we currently have for us fans. Like he wanted a team because he also not only is a commentator, but he's a Knicks fan. He
He is.
wanted a good team for the fans because we deserve it. And they answered it, but to me, they didn't answer. I don't think they truly, truly, truly understand, you know, their impact on our franchise and us as a fan base. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care what people say. This team is better than the Melo era team. I'll fight you tooth and nails. This team, as constructed, even the team when we had Randall and JB,
Yeah.
this era of Knicks right now is better than that whole era of Melo Stoudemire. I don't
Hmm.
care. And the reason I say that, and people say, no one on this team is as good as Melo to some fans. And I get that. Y'all Melo fans, cool. Y'all are entitled to y'all opinion. But my fight on that is Melo didn't do anything to impact the winning of the team. A lot of what he did, well, we know he was brought in to sell tickets, right? To make the Knicks look like a franchise that other players would want to come to. Didn't work out. But all his accolades were personal accolades, right? Like the
Hmm.
teams didn't really win the way they should have won because we had to gut the team to get him. This team as constructed, they all affect winning in different ways on different nights. And everything when you hear them talk to when you watch them play, everything is team, team, team. They don't care. If Cat would have lost in these 240-point games, he'd have said, I don't give a damn, we lost. Everything for them, every one of their mouths is all we just want to win.
Yep.
And that's what makes this team so different. I think that's where Knicks fans' lack of appreciation annoys the hell out of me, right? Because Cat and
Hmm.
JB could say, fuck winning. I want to build my stock and go ahead, go ahead, go
Or
ahead.
I'll give you the more consensus one that a lot of players play for. Players be playing for them incentive bonuses toward the end of
Exactly.
the
I want to be an
season. You
all-star. I want
understand?
to do this. Right. Let me tell you
I
something.
w-
If Cat and JB didn't make the all-star team, they wouldn't give a damn. They wouldn't give
Facts.
a damn.
Facts.
They gonna be like, okay, we're gonna be in the gym these two
I
weeks
would
and
a-
we about to start winning.
and I would feel the same way they feel because at the end of the day, good. My players are not playing in the All-Star game. They can focus on the season. That's where I want them focusing anyway.
Exactly.
Feel
No
me?
lie. I'm like, okay, I'm glad they playing. I say I hope they play limited minutes because I don't need none of them to get hurt. And I
Well, they're
need them to
not going
be
to be on the
rested.
same team. They're not going to
Right.
be on the same
Right.
team. So, because I know Jalen's on Team Kenny
And the other one's on Chuck.
and
Or right.
Cat is on Chuck's team. That's a
Chuck.
fact.
Yeah.
Plus, Shaq has the stacked team. Shaq has LeBron, KD,
Yeah, he
Kyrie.
has all the legends.
Shaq is stacked. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
hold you. But I did okay, since you was talking about that Melo thing, let me say something real quick to add on to that, right? The difference between a player like Melo and a player like Cat is this right now. Like sis
What up,
said,
Uncle Dre?
Hold on, there you go. What up, Uncle Dre? Salute to you in the building. I had to put your comment up so I could address you. You know what I mean? This is how we do things over here. But if you compare Cat to Melo, right? Melo is more of a selfish player in a way. Not saying he was completely selfish, but when Melo plays, he was more looking for his shot, his post up game, isolation ball, right? Cat is actually coming out of that because he used to be more like that in Minnesota. But since he's been on the Knicks and since he has multiple guys around him, you know this Cat's assist is going up, right? He's having a record year in all his stats. This is a record year for Cat. This is his career year right here we're talking about. So he's at the plateau of his stats for his career so far to this date, right? And then coupled with the fact that it's leading to winning basketball. Cat, remember, everybody was talking about how Cat and Tibbs would get along if they brought Cat in because of the whole previous beef they had
Uh-huh.
5 years ago in Minnesota. You don't see none of that
Zero.
since he's been a Knick. You have not seen one inclination of Cat wanting to go at Tibbs or Tibbs feeling some type of way about Cat. Maybe about his gameplay. Yes, that's just a normal thing where your coach blacks on you if you do some dumb shit. That's a normal thing. But at the same time, you have not seen these guys avoiding accountability either. Everybody is taking the accountability. Everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You hear Cat, we got to play better. You hear Brunson, we got to play better. You hear Hart, we got to play better. You hear Miles McBride, we got to play better. You hear Campaign, we got to play better.
Yeah.
The unity on this team is something that we haven't had in over 10 years on the Knicks team in the Garden.
10? That's it?
It's
I'm
it's
20,
actually like
25.
28. It's like 28.
20,
Let's be
30
real. It's like
years.
yes. I was trying to ease into it. But yes, we can say over the last 30 years, right?
Facts.
This has been by far the best team we've had in 30 years overall.
And
Right?
Knicks 2025. No,
Which one?
absolutely. The team, the last comment. The second to last comment. Yep.
But that one?
Yeah, both of those two together. The
Okay.
97, even the 99 team was a good team. Anything after
Yes.
that, this is the best team. Anything
Facts.
after that 99 season, this is absolutely the best team.
Because
Hands
if I
down.
remember correctly, 99 was the last of Latrell Sprewell in the Knicks uniform, if I'm
And
correct.
that's a
And he
fact.
was the last guy on the way out from
Yep.
everything. Because I believe
Yep.
Houston retired before Sprewell did, if I'm correct. Allen
Mm-hmm.
Houston, I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And Sprewell was the last guy to leave the Knicks and eventually retire from that
Mm-hmm.
whole. Because we brought Sprewell in later on in the 90s after the title run against Houston, and you started to see we still stayed up there in prominence for a minute until 99. That fall
Mm-hmm.
from grace against San Antonio was a hard pill to swallow. You
And
know what
then,
I
but then
mean?
when you look at this team and you look at how those teams were built, it's the same. It almost mirrors each other, except we built around Pat back in the 90s. We built around JB currently, right?
Hmm.
We put pieces in place that worked around their game. And to be honest, this team is more talented. Talent wise, this team is more talented. Those teams meshed well together. But you have to keep in mind, those teams played long term together as well. The
Yeah.
core of those teams played for years together. We're in year one with this team. And I get it, JB and Josh, and we still have a lot of players from the last couple of seasons, but the core of the team changed, the dynamic changed. Cat is 100% different player than Julius Randle.
Yep.
It's a different dynamic, and we're in the first half of season one. And for it to even be clicking so far is great to see. Even when you think back to that Miami team that had LeBron, Wade, and Bosh,
And Bosh. Yep.
year one was a failure. Year one was a failure. Who knew if it was going to work? We're seeing it clicking in year one.
And
That's huge.
and you got to remember something, sis. And I think the fans need to remember this too. We haven't even seen the best version of this team yet, either.
Mm-hmm.
That's the scary part. And you got to also remember this one stat, y'all. The Knicks is the only team in history with 4 different players to score 40 points in a game.
Facts.
Only the Knicks.
Facts.
What are we talking about here, people?
Facts.
We know this team is more than capable. And all we got to do is consistently play like it. And Uncle Dre, I'm going to hold it down because I'm always going to hold it down. We'll see you when you get back from the Bahamas, my guy. Enjoy that vacation, man.
Have a safe trip. Have a safe
Definitely
trip.
safe travels. Safe travels for real, man. All jokes aside, safe travels from us here at Knicks and Ish, my guy.
Facts.
Real talk, man. My people, don't forget. I'm gonna need. Can I get some more likes, please, y'all? Can I please get some more likes? I need some more likes, my people. Please, please hit that like button. Sharing is caring. You know what I mean?
And Darlene, you're 100% right. Nobody on this team is selfish. And that's
Big
what
facts.
makes it so fun to watch. You don't
Big
never
facts.
know who's going to go off on any given night. The only thing you know is if JB don't play good today, next game he going ham. That's all you know.
Facts.
Everything else is who feeling it tonight.
And I wouldn't want it any other way right now because in years
Facts.
past we will always be wondering like, man, who's gonna pick up the score when this player ain't doing it? You know what I mean? Now it's just like, yo, we got 8 guys that can potentially score at 20 points.
Facts.
8 guys, people.
And you know what kills
Eight.
me? Because even on today's broadcast, I think it was Clyde said, "Oh, the bench scoring is terrible. They're outscoring you. They're outscoring the Knicks 35-2." And I'm like, Clyde, I love you to death, Clyde. But Josh is a bench player and Precious is a bench player. But because of injury, they're on our starting lineup. But if they were on our bench, they
I'm gonna
wouldn't
add
be
on to that.
outscoring us.
I'm gonna add on to that when you're done too. I'm gonna add on
Go
to that.
ahead, go ahead.
You know what I'm gonna add on to that, right? They were talking about it. They were talking about it in the game. When Mitchell Robinson comes back and you see Cat move to the 4, it's trouble for the league. I'm gonna
That's
say
a
it
fact.
again because I've been saying it all year and I'm gonna keep saying it until I see it. When you see Mitch start at the 5 and Cat go to the 4, NBA, count your days.
Facts.
Count your days. Because from what I know in the Eastern Conference, ain't too many power forwards gonna be able to contain Cat.
Facts.
And then my rim protector's back on the floor. My shot blocker's back on the floor. The number one leader rebounder in the NBA last year is gonna be on the floor.
Facts.
Y'all in trouble. Hey, league,
Facts.
get ready. Because don't be surprised if after this 2 weeks of All-Star break, you see Mitch Robinson come back. Because guess what? It's near.
Yeah,
Monday, Mitch.
I think he be back. He be back the first game after All-Star game. All-Star break,
Agreed.
I think.
Because
I
they
think
just cleared.
he looked good. I seen him live yesterday.
Yes, you sent the picture. I remember. You actually got the
He
picture
looks
with Mitch, right?
I got a picture with him. Yeah, he looks
Yeah, I saw
good.
that. That was tough.
He lost hella weight.
On
He
the
moving good.
on Dios in the building. Shout out to on Dios in
Facts.
the building. Was waiting to see
Um,
you pull up.
and then I got to see OG because people tend to forget OG not playing either.
Yeah, and OG had that blue sweatsuit on,
OG,
shooting around, right?
yes, bro, he was wet from the three last
He
yesterday.
was on one. He was
I
on
was
one in
like,
that warm
okay,
up.
but I'm looking at how he's moving on that foot. He looks good. He was moving good. It didn't look like it was bothering him. You know, OG can't take pain. So if it was bothering him,
He
we'd have
wasn't
seen a
even shooting
wince
around.
or exactly. He was out
Exactly.
there putting in work. And they keep listing him as questionable, which I get, but I didn't expect him to be back before All-Star game.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna clear all of them during the break, and come first game after All-Star, we're gonna see Mitch and OG back.
Yep. I definitely agree on that.
Cause I think
I
Mitch was
already
clear. Mitch is clear for 5-on-5 already.
Yes, he was cleared Monday for
Yeah.
contact. He was
Mm-hmm.
cleared Monday, so he's good to go for contact. So
Yep.
it's just a matter of getting Mitch to full speed and then we getting him out there.
Exactly.
Hold on one second. Let me see. Let me put this comment up for Uncle Dre. No more pick and roll with Mitch and OG on the court together, bro. Team's been eating. Nah. Hold on a second. I wanna answer this one real quick.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Uncle Dre. You know that pick and roll is a whole nother monster with Mitch Robinson setting the screen, right? It's a whole different pick and roll. But I will say this. There's one thing that I've said that the Knicks have strayed away from that they need to get back to. If you've been watching Knicks and Ish, you know I say this all the time. The Knicks are not running the double high screen for Brunson as much as they did last year. And that I think they need to get back to running the double high screen. Why? It's because now I'm going to take OG out of the equation for a second, and then I'll give you a scenario when I put him in. All right. So if you get that double high screen, Cat on one side, Mitch on the other, pick your poison. Because it is a lob, it could be a lob dunk either way. It could be an easy pass to Cat or Mitch for a dunk or a layup. It's so much JB has as far as options out of a pick and roll. This is why pick and roll has been successful for the Knicks all season, because you have to defend the guys who are playing it, running it. You understand what I'm saying? Now, OG is not a guy who's primarily being put in pick and roll because of the matchups. Okay. So
OG
I
don't need to
wouldn't.
be in a pick and roll because he can't
Yeah, that's what
dribble to the damn basket.
this is what I'm saying. OG is not the guy who's, you know what I'm saying, gonna come out of this. He's not gonna pop off the
No,
screen.
OG's gonna be a pick and
Yeah,
pop guy.
he's gonna look for an open shot off of it, not
Yeah,
more or less drive to the
he's gonna
basket.
set the pick and go to that corner.
Yes, and that's my point. My point is when you have guys like Mitch and Cat running the pick and roll, there's always that possibility for them to flash to the basket and get that easy bucket. OG not as much. That's the
And
reason.
I don't like the narrative that Cat is not a rim protector. I don't think that he's not a rim protector. I think being he's by himself. He's our only big, right? Like OG's not a rebounder. It's basically Cat and Josh rebounding for us. Josh is 6'4". You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's basically them two rebounding while these other teams got damn near 2 7-footers or a 7-footer and a big wing rebounding. You know what I mean? So he's being when it's 1 against 2, 1 against 3, it's gonna look like he's not being effective when he just really outnumbered. Bringing Mitch into that equation changes everything. Because Mitch,
Oh,
again, by himself, out rebounds NBA
oh, okay.
teams.
Mm-hmm.
And so having him and Cat there is going to be great. The only thing I see that I need to see it in motion is the minute Mitch sees Cat going towards the rim, he needs to bring his defender out. And that's going to
Not
be because you don't want to clog up that paint, right?
exactly.
So Mitch going to have to bring his defender not maybe out to the 3-point line, but he needs to bring him out from under the basket a little
Mm-hmm.
bit to open up that lane for Cat. And he's going to have to do it fast because when Cat got it in his head that he hitting that basket, that hitting that rim, he going. Right. And then, so Mitch needs to bring his defender out and then go like he going for the rebound. Like,
Wait, hold on, sis. I think he's talking about when teams run pick and roll against us.
yeah, but when they,
Uh,
like us on the defense,
yes, us on defense.
oh, no, we're going to be good. Mitch going to
Yeah,
fix
we
that whole
straight.
issue.
We don't. Yo, Uncle Dre, we don't disagree with you with what you're saying. You're absolutely correct. We agree with that. We were
Yeah,
just giving you.
the team as is, yeah, we getting beat up on that. But I think that the dynamic of us defensively is going to change when Mitch get back.
Yeah, like I said, we haven't even seen the best version of our team yet. You know what I mean? Once OG come on the floor, oh no, I agree with you totally, bro. It ain't gonna be easy running pick and roll on us like that because you're gonna have somebody between the ball because Mitch plays between the ball and the man on the pick, right? So it's not gonna be easy setting the screen on Mitch. Then you're gonna have OG behind it, right? To where, okay, let's say he gets past the guy screening the ball, he gets past Mitch, he gets past the defender. OG's right there on the help defense waiting for him. Know what I'm saying? So, nah, I agree totally. That's gonna make us even more of a defensive threat. Know what I mean? Oh, we saw you. We just didn't. We were just talking about the opposite side of the ball, Uncle
Yeah.
Dre, where
Put,
the Knicks are on offense, but we didn't know you was talking about Knicks on defense. But we got you. Don't worry. We agree with you. Totally. Totally agree with you, bro.
pull
No
up,
question.
pull up. Knicks will be 2025. Comment.
Copy. Go ahead.
Absolutely not. Zero chance that's happening. Absolutely not. Macau is not going to the bench. It won't happen. It's not happening. How is Macau going to go to the bench and we need him to defend the best wing on the opposing team? It's not
Yep.
happening. I think Mitch may not start to begin with. And if he does start to begin with, he's gonna play limited minutes down the stretch. But to be honest, I think he should start to begin with. If that's the way we're gonna run our offense with Cat at the 4, we can't wait till the playoffs to see it happen live and in person.
Facts.
We have to do it
Facts.
now. So even if Mitch plays 20 minutes a game, we need to see it live and in action, him on the floor with Cat to see if it's going to work. You don't wait till the playoffs to make a decision on the type
Facts.
of offense you're going to run. No, we need to see it. We need to see it work. And you know why it's going to work? Because it's working with fucking Precious.
And Precious is not even 7 foot, but Precious is putting up numbers. When have you seen Precious have a 20-something point game? Not very often, guys. Right? Now, to this comment, right? McCall ain't going on the bench. You crazy?
Josh will. Josh is
Josh
going
is
to the
gonna
bench.
take his old role.
Josh is going to the bench.
You're gonna have McCall and OG playing 2 and 3. And yes, Mitch is going to start in limited minutes. And I'm gonna tell you why. Even Mike Breed mentioned it in the game tonight. You start Mitch. Why? You want to see what you're going to get from Mitch and Towns and everybody else playing with Mitch together. So you got to give Mitch at least 15 minutes to start. You don't need to go crazy with him starting in the beginning, in the first few games. Give him 15 to 20 minutes. Let him get acclimated to game speed. If Mitch feel comfortable enough, then you could bump his minutes up some more, right? But we don't want to push him too fast from him just coming back. Mitch has not played all year. We are not trying to push Mitch to come back fast so he can get hurt again. All right.
Facts.
You want Mitch on the floor. So let Mitch have his little 15 to 20 minutes. You put Cat at the 4. And I'm telling you right now, the minute we do that, bro, team is going to have to play us totally different, bro. You can't play us like how you playing us now once you get Mitch around, bro. Telling you.
Yep. And like Dre says, spooky season. And that's a fact. Because guess what?
Spooky.
It's gonna be, and we've said it here before, it's not really about who starts. Just because Josh is going to the bench, 100% guarantee he may be on the court in the fourth quarter when we need him the most. You know what I mean? There's gonna be so many options of depending on who we're playing, what our team on the court is going to look like. I don't think it's going to be the set 7, 8, 9 guys. I think he's going to be able to alternate it. He's going to play JB with the bench sometimes, which I don't think is going to be often. I think he's going to play McCall more with the bench. I agree.
10 guys. That's why I have this 10 up. It's 10 guys. Watch. Like I've said before, Tibbs going to open that rotation to 10 men. I'm telling you. He has the guys to play now. This is the same situation that happened last year. Y'all remember that, right? Last year, Tibbs was only playing 8 guys up until the 2/3 mark of the season. Then what happened? Started playing 9, 10, 11 guys. And you saw us shape out well at the end, right? So, now, Uncle Dre, there's more than one X factor here.
All of them.
It's not just Precious. It's everybody. Because everybody can be an X factor on this team, as we've seen in a number of different games, right? It's like Sis said earlier, you're not going to know who's going to drop 30 on your head. It could be anybody. It could be any of the guys that score drop 30 on you. You know what I mean? And that's the level of unpredictability the Knicks have needed for years now. And we finally in that point. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a fact. He don't have a choice this year. I agree, bro. I agree. He don't. He has to play 10 guys now, bro. It's like I said last year. You get guys that fit Tibbs' system, and you're able to play them. And that's what Leon Rose has done over the past 3 seasons. Know what I mean? Yes, great problem to have, definitely.
And you even seen it in today's game. For that 10 seconds at the end, when he said JB come to the bench and he put Shamit out there, Lord, my chest hurt.
I know why he did it.
I know why he did it too. However, we have seen Shamit not play good defense. So it was a gamble. It
Yeah.
was absolutely a gamble, but it shows how much he trusts these guys.
Mm-hmm.
It shows absolutely how much he trusts these guys because he could have easily just kept JB in, but I mean,
But
I
I think,
understand he did it for defense. Absolutely, he did it for
yeah, but
height and
also,
defense.
yeah, but also the fact that if you looked at the previous three possessions before, they was going. Trey Young was going after Brunson, and
Right?
that's probably more of the reason why I thought he did it. Me
No,
personally, I
I'm
thought
not
he
complaining
did it
about
like
it. I
that.
I
You know
think
what I'm saying?
it shows that he's willing to open up, especially in certain situations. That
Hmm.
was a bold move because if it didn't work,
We
boy,
would have
Twitter
lost the
would have been
game.
eating him alive.
Hmm. They were like, James, why did you put Sherman in on the last
Fire,
possession for the
fire
other team?
Thibodeau,
Fire
fire
Tommy
him.
T.
I'm over
You know what I
it.
mean? What? Like, but yeah, you know what I mean? We don't play for like 13 days, something like that.
Oh
I don't, I,
God, I know
I
it's
don't
gonna
even
be
know what.
depressing.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a little stint of no Knicks basketball for a minute, y'all. Do remember, y'all, we do play Atlanta 5 times this year, so there is a fifth game in Atlanta on April 5th. Here's a little information that I don't think y'all know. I'm gonna just say the vague version of it because I don't want to give away too much yet. But let's just say your Knicks and Ish gang is working on a special surprise for April 5th and the Atlanta Hawks game. All right. So stay tuned. Stay tuned, everybody. We're gonna inform y'all as it gets closer to the April 5th game. We got a special surprise that we are all working on for the April 5th game in Atlanta. All right. So be aware. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. I'm going to wait till later on in the year. I'm going to wait till they get a little further on in the season before the game. And then I will let y'all know what that surprise is. All right. I just don't want to give it away right now because it's
So
still something we're working on.
Dre, we do have a Discord. We don't use it as much. Um, but if you wanna drop your messenger or a way that we can contact you, um, I'll reach out to you and we could get you on the show.
Facts. Or if, hold on, let me see something real quick. You know what? I'm not even gonna do it yet. I was gonna see if I could pull up, get the link in here, but I'll make sure I have the link for the Discord for the next live, so
Yeah,
that we can at least post the link for the Discord. Cause we do got the Discord. It's just that people ain't been really jumping on it like that. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But yeah. Says you got anything else?
Nope. I think we probably gonna go on after the All-Star game, just to talk about how our guys have, played or whatever. Um, in the meantime, in these 2 weeks, we'll probably come on, I don't know, probably after the All-Star game and then maybe right before second half of the season come on, to do like a preview of what's coming because we got a tough ass schedule.
Yes, we do.
We got a
Yes,
tough
we
ass
do.
schedule.
We
Um,
got we got what? 28 games left.
yeah. So we're
We
gonna
got
try and
20.
stay active in these 2 weeks, just so y'all know. Once we figure out when and where, we'll post out the link for y'all. But y'all also can hit the notification bell so that when we schedule it, y'all are made aware. But we definitely gonna try and stay active. Anyone going on vacay, y'all enjoy, be safe. It's crazy in these streets.
Yeah,
And thank y'all all for wishing me a happy birthday.
of course. And I only got a couple more things to say. We're gonna end off here. First thing is first. We may do a live before the All Star break, only because there is I do have a topic I want to talk about pertaining to a couple of guys we have on the G League roster being brought up. So that's something I'm gonna talk with the gang about, and we're gonna come get a date for that live, and then we're gonna come and do a live and talk about the guys in the G League, possibly bringing them up and other things going on after the All Star break. You know what I'm saying? Also, another thing I'd like y'all to remember: we are officially on the road to 500 subscribers right now. As we've previously said in other lives, there is an official Cats Bodega drop coming right here to Knicks and Ish when we hit 500 subscribers. Tea Time
So
has
tell a friend
previewed.
to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe.
Tea Time has shown y'all a preview of the Cats Bodega shirts. It will be 10 shirts. This is a limited edition drop. 10 shirts available on a first come, first served basis. When we hit 500 subscribers, Tea Time is going to make sure that y'all get a link in the Shopify. As you see scrolling across the bottom of the banner, there will be a link in the Shopify to the Cats Bodega official drop. The first 10 people who buy it will receive it. All right. So be aware. And again, it's once we get to 500, then the drop will be announced and then the shirts will be dropped. Okay.
Thanks. And if y'all haven't already, make sure y'all subscribe. You can find us on all platforms: Facebook, X, Instagram, the Discord. I don't know where else. We're everywhere. Just look up Knicks and Ish.
And as you see scrolling across the bottom of your screen, don't forget the link to the Shopify where you can get one of those lovely hoodies that Sis got on right now. We got them in black. We got them in gray. Go ahead. Head on over to the Knicks and Ish Shopify. And if you're interested, cop you a hoodie to show support for your favorite panel. And if nothing else, we will see y'all in the near future on the next live. Shout out to everybody who pulled up, and thank y'all for pulling up and always showing your favorite panel love. We see y'all on the next live. Hit the outro.
Mic check 1, 2. Tell these rappers I'm outside, get them start acting up. Turning hoes to housewives and cleaning the ratchet up. Do it off from boom bap the melody rap. If they gon' put you in the box, then you might as well pack it up. Bars having bars, no cap, I'm Attica, you a precinct. How y'all competing when y'all just decent? Your rhyme efficiency's like logic simplicity. Don't tell me how much that you black, cause I don't see it. That's it.